Bonjour. I think it's you, Anne, waiting. Thank you. Sorry, when I wanted to start, I got a delivery from the Yamato, the Kuroneko, the black cat. But it's okay now, he's gone. The delivery man is gone. Charlie is eating, so he will say hello afterwards. So as you can see, we are back in Tokyo. We came back on Sunday. It's been crazy busy since then because first I had to clean the house because the tigers, I think they didn't really appreciate the fact that we were out, we were not here for a month. That was a little bit too much for them. But they are really happy that we are back, and we are also happy to be back, even if we miss the mountain too, because like it's really not the same in Tokyo. Like yesterday, when I was in the train, I thought, oh my god, it was just so packed, right, that I couldn't believe that I was back in the big city. But I have to. So and we spent a whole month in Nagano, so no complaints here. I think that the babies though are Lisa and Charlie, yeah, are a little bit sad because we don't have that amazing scenery around us when we go and have our walks. But it's okay, they will have to get used to the city life again. You see that I'm making Lisa work more than Charlie since we've been back, because I think that you probably saw that recipe that I made the other day, the soy sauce dressing. And Lisa was really, she's in greater form, I think, especially since we've been to Nagano. So she's up more than she used to. So this is why she's always doing the videos with me. But I'm going to leave her now, put her down. Voila. You can see her pretty face. So today is the August wine. I've talked about this wine already. It's that winery that I found when I was staying in Nagano. It's called Votano wine. Alors, I have talked about Nagano wines, and especially Shiojiri wines in May, I think, when I was there. I'm surprised because I don't see any comments, which is kind of weird, I think. Hold on maybe. Voila. At last. Hi. Hello. Yes, maybe the others will join later on. We'll see. I think that only this time was not good only for two otaku, but Evan and Sharon said the time was good for them, so maybe they will join us. So I explained before when I talked about Shiojiri wines, because I know that in Nagano other wineries are actually called something winery, but in Shiojiri they don't call those domains. I can hear them walking around. I think they want to. You want to take part in this video, Lisa? She was right here. They don't call them something like Lisa Winery. It's Lisa Wine. This is something I think specific to Shiojiri. And so we have this Votano wine. Votano is the name of the winery. And the thing is that I tried to find information. There was almost no information on the internet. What I could find out is that it's I knew that already, because what happened is that I saw You know, there is this wine shop in Narajuku. They had such an amazing selection. And I thought, wow, this, I don't know why, but this wine looks good. Problem is that it was more expensive than all the other wines. And I thought, I'm not going, like, every bottle were about 4,000 yen. That's about 35 bucks. And I thought, I'm not going to put 35 bucks in a wine that I don't know about. I don't want to take that risk, right? And what I was lucky because that very same day when I went back to Ono, on my way back, I couldn't catch the train, the connection in Shiodili. I think you remember. And I ended up at the Italian restaurant right next to the city. And there it's really great because the guy has about 40 wines by the glass, and he had Votano wine, so I could taste the wine, and I thought it was so good. It was such a nice surprise, because I thought in a blind tasting, you know, it really has it is a full-bodied wine, which is sometimes difficult to find in Japanese wines. There are, especially the reds are very often, they are more on the medium-bodied side, you know. But the reds that I had were full-bodied. This Chardonnay, she's so cute. Là, you can say, voilà, on Mama's lap. I had to put the air conditioning because it's so humid. And the Chardonnay also, I thought it was so good because it is, I think also the fact that it is oak barrels aged, it makes the difference. So it has, it is buttery in the mouth, right? It has a good volume. It's not a flat wine. And it has all the characteristics of Chardonnay. It has some minerality and fruits on the nose and the palate. And I thought that was really a wine that was as good as Chardonnay they make in Bourgogne, in Burgundy, right? So that was really a great surprise for me. So what I did is that afterwards I bought a bottle of Chardonnay that I bought back. I'm not going to open it today because, you know, I tasted it at the restaurant, and so as I said, it's a full-bodied, and you can really feel that it's been oak aged, and it is really a clean and very well made wine. I also bought the one of the reds. The thing is that we had it, I tasted it with my friends when we had that pizza party last Saturday. You know, that was the last evening. And I went to that friend who has, you know, her doggy, he loves, Lisa. Voila. So that was, the reds are really good too because they are full-bodied, which I think is sometimes difficult to make with Japanese wines. Also, what is difficult, and I think this is due to the weather and the humidity, you know, that this time of the year is a critical time because this is when the grapes have to grow and to say mature, you know, to get the right amount of sugar. And the thing is that when the weather is not stabilized, like, for example, if there is a lot of rain or if it's not a nice weather, sometimes the wine growers, they have to pick up the grapes before they are really matured. And that's a problem because then you don't have the right the proper sugar content in the grape, and then you can't make a complex and well-balanced wine. And the thing is, I think that lots of Japanese wines, they have a kind of green taste, I think. And it's, I think, due to the fact that they very often they don't harvest the grapes when they're fully matured. This is why they can't make, such full-bodied and, let's say, complex and aromatic wines. Alors, Anna, attends. Yeah, you'd better eat the grapes instead of drinking them. You are right. I love to eat grapes too, but I love to drink them too. I've been a pretty good girl since I've been back because I haven't had a drop of alcohol. Last time I had wine was that wine at the pizza party, but I've been detoxing since I've been back. No, not a drop. Tomorrow evening I'm going to go to Pastar's, that Italian restaurant that I introduced before. I'm going to meet a friend that I haven't seen in I don't know how many months, and I'm going to drink just a little bit, but I think I've been too busy, and I went to lots of restaurants when I was in Shiojiri, and I think that I was just tired of too much eating and not too much drinking, because my friends, they don't drink that much, but too much eating. So those few days of eating more, healthy, eating healthier and not drinking did me some good, I think. But so back to this wine, apparently it was created in 2010, and I think that 2015, it's still a young winery, but I think it is a very promising winery, because when I see the level of the wine after just 5 years, I think it's really a high level, and I can't wait to see what it will give, in 5 or 10 years, because I assume that the vineyard is very young too, right? I think that there is not so much information on the net, because the thing is that the production is very, very small. So I couldn't find any of this wine online. You have to contact the winery to buy the wine, or you can find it in some restaurants or wine shops in Shiojiri. And I'm getting super hot because Lisa is on my lap, and she's her I'm just going to hold on a second to put because I just put the air conditioning on dry mode. I'm going to put the aircon because she makes me feel so hot, So yes, this wine is really rare. I haven't talked about it. Hold on a second. You wrote a comment. I'm just going to put her down now because she makes me feel too hot. I missed a comment. Why don't I try to make wine by myself? Because first, I don't have a vineyard. Even if, hold on a second, that I'm very Japanese, but voila, because I feel so hot. I could actually try, some people, they rent a part of vineyard, but I don't have the knowledge. I don't know how to make wine. I have some knowledge, but I mean, to make wine from A to Z, I would need to learn, right? And I prefer to leave my friends do that. They are very gifted people, who can do that, and they make to me the wines that I've introduced, especially from Bordeaux. The Clavis-Auréat that I introduced in June when I was in France. To me, that's a perfect wine. So, I just let the professionals make the wine. So yes, again, about going back to Votano wine, I haven't even talked about it on Instagram or Facebook because there are lots of sommelier and chefs who follow me, and the thing is that this wine is so rare and it's difficult to find it that I don't want them to see this information, because they know that I'm really good at finding rare stuff and like restaurants and I know them, they will right away, they will try and get some of this wine, so I don't want it to be known. Not quite yet. Yes, only for me, like my village, right? So voila, that was, this is some, I just wanted to show you that the more time passes, the more I think that Japanese people are getting good at making wine, which is a good thing. Also, I heard that Shioji actually, it's getting, people are more and more attracted by this area to make wine because, I think I told you about Yamanashi. No, Yamanashi. That's I think with Hokkaido, these are the two most famous areas for wine growing in Japan. But the thing is that in Yamanashi, the weather, it's getting hotter and hotter every year. And the thing is that, I'm just putting down the temperature. It might get difficult to keep on growing grapes and make good wine. So, but in Shiojili, as it is in the mountain, and it's higher the altitude is higher, people are focusing more and more on Shiojili because they think that there is a high potential to make good wine there. As I said in May, June, when I talked about this area, I had been disappointed by most of the wine that I had there. But, then it always depends on, even in Bordeaux, there are not only good Bordeaux, and even in Bourgogne, it really depends on the winemaker, on the terroir, the soil, everything. So there is, and this wine proves it because it's made in an area called Seba in Shiojili. And that one winemaker really made me change my mind about Shiojili wines because he really makes good wine. I found another one too that is made in the city next door. It's called Matsumoto. And there is also the wine that I introduced, that Liugan, that's a grape that I didn't know of. And it's not very well known actually, because when I talked about it to sommeliers, many sommeliers didn't know about this grape, which was really surprising to me. But so far I have found 2 wineries and 1 wine that I really find, great. So there is potential, I think, but, and anyways, not everybody can make a good wine, but it's going, I think, to take time to make greater wines, let's say. For example, so, I put the picture on Charlie's Instagram. I put a picture of him when I said that he was the boss of a winery. That's, the winery of the son of the owner of the house that I was renting. And I think he's had the vineyard for less than 10 years. I think it's something like 5 years. And honestly, last time I was here, I tasted his wine, and he's really kind. And that I like his father very much, and they are super people. But the wine, it's too early. I think that the vineyard is too young, and also maybe that, you know, the way he vinifies the wine, it needs some, you know, he needs to change maybe his way of making wine, because to me it was just too dry, and it wasn't really, you know, we couldn't really feel the fruits, and you have to feel some fruits, you know, when you taste wine. That wasn't the case, and I was disappointed because, you know, people had told me, wow, this is a super great winery and blah 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 blah, but I didn't like the wine. So also maybe depends on the taste of the people, but I think that, you know, they are also so proud of the fact that they are making wine now, that, you know, they exaggerate how good it is. It is not that good, but it's super expensive. I mean, at that price, I would rather buy a bottle of Bordeaux or Burgundy, right? But this one, 4,000 yen, like 35 bucks. This is not cheap, but I thought it was worth it. I mean, I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't find it good, right? You know that, you know, with my job, I can get samples and, you know, I get wine. I don't have to buy wine anymore. When I buy wine, it's only because I find it exceptional, and I thought that this wine is exceptional, and this is a wine that I would like my Bordeaux friends, winemaking friends taste, because, and to get, you know, their opinion on it, because, and also I would like to show them how good wines Japanese people can make too, right? Voila. So that was this month wine. I'm sorry that I don't have so much information about it. Also, yes, I forgot to tell you that, yes, Hélène, and I can go around and taste, because, I mean, it's my job, right? When I take part in wine tastings, this is what we do, you know, we taste wine for free, but sometimes it's not easy when you have to taste 50 wines, you know, but that's part of the job, and I enjoy it very much. One last thing I forgot to say is that they also have the reds. It's nice because he makes Bordeaux blends, but also blends with, for example, Merlot and a local grape called Bailey A. And that was the red that I liked most, even if usually Bailey A I don't like, because it has, to me, it's too sugary. It has kind of candy-like taste that I don't like very much. This is a new angle of the house. You can see some privacy. Lisa is doing her pee-pee on the pet sheet. But the Votano wine, Bailey A, blended with the Merlot, was so good. He really, I think that winemaker, who until 15 years ago apparently was doing something completely different in the city, you know, he's good. So I was really tempted to go and visit his winery and ask him questions, but I didn't take the time to, but I should do it someday, because I'm really curious to meet him, because he must have some fascinating stories to tell, I think. Voila. So I won't be able to put any link in the description, because this is basically, there are a few explanations only in Japanese, so that won't be much of a help. But that's, let's say, our secret wine, August wine. Alors, when am I going to make dumplings at the Nagano specialty, the oyaki? I was supposed to make those with my friend Kayo. We did not. I need to check out the videos that I take, you know, of the cooking that, yes, no, but I'm in Tokyo, I'm back in Tokyo, so we're not going to, we didn't do those because it was just, we didn't find a good timing to make those. And I sensed that she wasn't really sure about, she didn't really want to show how she was making it because I think she was a little bit shy about her, how she makes it. She didn't think her oyaki were good enough to show on my channel, but it's okay, maybe another time. I have to check out the recipes that she showed me, what she showed me to make, because I haven't had the time yet. I have to put this online, but I have, I think you noticed, yes, I know, that's too bad, and I feel like cooking again because as I am on the healthier side again and I don't want to eat out too much, I want to cook at home again and I feel like cooking again. So I have taken out one of my books, old books like that I bought 20 years ago when I was still living in Wakayama. And I actually bought some ingredients today. Let me show you what I'm going to, I didn't make it today because the thing is that I'm not really happy about the video that I made the other day about the soy sauce dressing because the lighting is not good enough to me. But I wanted to, you know, to upload a video, so I did it right away. But I'd rather, you know, I prefer to make the videos with the daylight because I think the color is better. So when I came back home, it was mid-afternoon and I had to work. So I haven't cooked this yet. This is what I'm going to make. Niku tofu. This is some tofu with beef. Voila. It's not too bad, but I want to make it better. You know, the videos. That's a dilemma. Do I cook live as I used to, or do I do I edit? It really depends. I think also it depends on my mood. Actually, I think that this I could make live because if I follow the recipe, it's written that it takes 20 minutes to make this. So actually, yes, I could actually, I will see. If Saturday I make this, the plan is to make it on Saturday end of morning or lunch, you know, to have it at lunchtime. If I feel like making it live, I might make it live, you are right, because 20 minutes, even if it will take you longer because I'll be talking, I can fill in the gaps, right, when I'm cooking. So I might do it live, that's an idea. I'm not sure, I will see. If not, I will edit some bits. And the thing is that I think when it's during the day, it makes a better lighting, so, you know. Yes, I could do this while drinking my aperitif, this Chardonnay, for example. We'll see. It will also depend, I think, on how much wine I'm going to drink tomorrow night, right? Voila. Also, and I'm thinking this is for you, Anne and Totaku. Because I haven't been able to make a secret place video this month. I'm going to make one in September, but I thought that I would do a private live for you, probably here, not sure. It will not be a secret place, but we can talk, you know, about many things. And I'm planning to do it this weekend, so it doesn't get too much into September. So I will keep you posted. I need to check out a little bit my schedule, you know. But this I need to cook because I bought the ingredients. Voila. Also, last thing, because last time, you know, I did the, I showed the Nagano goodies. Haven't shown you this. I don't remember if I've shown you this before. You know, I've shown the soybeans, miso flavored soybeans. Yes, soybeans, right? This is sake leaves flavored soybeans, and these are so good too. That's something, it's made, that's a souvenir from Ono, because this comes from, do you remember in April I introduced the sake from Ono Shuzo. That's the brewery, the sake brewery in Ono, and they also make these, which are really delicious. And I thought, you know, this is not stuff that you usually see, I think, on I don't think that many people would introduce this kind of stuff. So I thought, you know, for your personal information, I should show you this. Voilà. And also, I told you, you know, about sobacha, the buckwheat tea. Alors, I think that I showed you, you know, those packs. These are tea bags, right? But also they sell the buckwheat tea, the sobacha. This is the buckwheat. Can you see? Like those grains. So this is how you can get it too. And like, you know, you would buy, for example, tea leaves, right? And my friend, she said that, you know, you soak it in hot water, like you would do with tea leaves, and then you either drain it, or you can keep those little, you know, grains and eat them. So I bought, you know, I'm just going to do, you know, like nomikurabe, like taste. Well, I know this one because I've been having this since I've been to Nagano in April, but I'm going to taste this and I will let you know how it is. I think the taste will be pretty much the same, but it's just, you know, that you get some texture, something actually to munch if you keep the grains into the tea, right? Yes, we have, honestly, we have so much stuff here. It's crazy because I still discover things, but you know, sake leaves flavored stuff, it's booming right now because people have realized that, you know, it's good for the health. I know that they are always trying to find new healthy foods, let's say superfood, healthy food, and sake leaves are known to be good for the health. So now we can find so many products with sake leaves in it. Like, you know that cafe in Ono, Komehanaya, where I went, you know, many times, when I would have, you know, chai, and I had lunch there twice. They make biscuits with sake leaves in it, and it's so good. And also, it's said to be good for the health. And I think that what is good is that those sake leaves, the way they used it was very smart, because you know, it has some moist, the sake leaf, and in those biscuits they don't use butter and they don't use sugar, so that makes pretty healthy but tasty and moist, not too hard, you know, biscuits, thanks to the sake leaves. So I need to study this because I'm really curious to see how it would taste if I make, for example, pound cake with sake leaves. But before that, we have this. I have so many Japanese recipes to show you. Hold on a second. another recipe. I hesitated today. This is so Japanese too. This is almost like kakuni, you know, but this is, you know, pork in some soy sauce. Yeah, not all of them, but this is some, I think maybe the butabala, that's the tummy part of the pork. So, but I think that you could use pork ribs to make those two. What I also need to show you is really a traditional, the nikujaga, that is so representative of Japan's family cooking. Nikujaga. Niku is the meat and jaga is the potato. That's so traditional. But I think that I should wait until it gets a little bit cold, you know. Like when I made the garbure, that's more of a winter dish, right? So I think that I will make this maybe this autumn. But this weekend, as I said, I'm planning, I bought the ingredients, so, and the meat will be okay until Saturday. So on Saturday, attends, ちょっと待って. Hold on a second, I lost the page. I'm going to make this tofu and beef. It's not a stew, but it's soy sauce flavored. I'm going to make this live, or I will edit a video, okay? Voilà, so if you don't have any specific question, I'm going to leave you. Is that okay? And then I will plan the other live stream this month. It will be a little bit late, but to replace the secret place live, I will schedule it this weekend or on Monday or Tuesday at the latest, okay? Voilà. About, yes, hold on a second. Yeah, because tomorrow I'll be out all day. I'm going to do that MRI at last. Oh my God, I don't want to do it, but tomorrow morning, you know, to check out my knee. And I'm feeling better now, but I think I need to check it out anyways. Then I have 2 meetings in the afternoon and then dinner. You will see the pictures, I think, on Instagram. Even if I'm posting maybe a little bit less things, especially on Facebook, because I get, when I came back, like people, you know, I realized that maybe it was not so good, that people thought that for a month I had been on holidays, and when actually I have been working too, right? I can never be really on holiday and haven't been resting for a month. I mean, the last 2 weeks I was working again from, you know, in the distance on the computer, but when I came back, some people were like, I could feel that, you know, they thought that something was going wrong with my work and blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking of maybe I might change what I post on, especially on Facebook, because anyways, this is not really, you know, some people try to follow me on the private page, which is not good because it's just for the sommelier and the chefs. But, and it's not very, how to say, active, that page. But I think I'm not going to post very much anymore because it's just too much of a pain. I will just keep on posting, you know, food on the gourmetist page. Voilà. And then those who want to see, you know, the private stuff, we have Patreon. This is why, you know, there are things that now I post only on Patreon, because only you guys can see that, right? Alors attends, am I going to work as an ambassador? You mean the winery in Bordeaux, in Saint-Emilion? Yes, we actually talked about this yesterday. it's I have to, you know, now just kick my ass to find them importers, you know. But I've had so much to do, so I said, okay, give me time until next week, and I will start, you know, planning visits and with potential importers. But yes, I am. It's decided that I am their ambassador now. So it's for Belfond-Belsier, you know, the chateau where I was staying, and Couvent des Jacobins, that's located, you know, where I was like pretending I was at home. That winery is located in the town center of Saint-Emilion. I was actually, because the owner, he lives in Singapore, and I think I'm getting another delivery. Give me a minute. Okay, it's a delivery. Hold on a second, guys. Yamena. This is good. Good. It's not a bad timing. Huh? Look what I just got. More wine. How about we open it together? Hold on a second. I'm going to get up. Alors, attends. This. This is a good timing, huh? You know, it's always like that. I'm always like, okay, I have nothing more to talk about, and there is something new. And then I'm like, oh my God, I've been doing this thing for an hour, right? Alors, I know what it is. It is this. It's a customer, you know, I work for this company. I've been making recipes for them for something like 7 years. And I should actually, what I could do, it's in Japanese, but I will put the link of this company so that you can see some of my recipes. And, you know, they send me every month. It's a set, they are specialized in the Bordeaux wine importation. Let me see, actually, maybe we can see, because I write a recipe every month for them and they put it in their newsletter. Let's see. Am I in there? I should be. I am supposed to. Hold on a second. Because they sent so much information. Hold on a second. At some point I was writing 3 recipes for them. Like 1 to using because they also import, see, you know, like cheese and things like that. So I would use their ingredients and make a French recipe. Another was cooking with wine. And the other was, okay, I'm not in there. That's another, yes, because I am in the Burgundy wines, which is kind of, you know, weird, even because I'm from Bordeaux. But the recipe that I'm doing now is to match Burgundy wines. So anyways, and now it's just 1 recipe that they put in this newsletter. But they keep on sending me the Bordeaux wine. So I get 3 bottles per month. Before, I mean, you know, I used to drink wine on my own at home. Almost like every day I would open a bottle, right? Even if I wouldn't finish it. But now I have stocks of wines because, you know, I don't drink wine on my own anymore, you know, and I still get those samples and samples from my customers, right? So the thing is that they have those sets, and people every month they pay to get the sets. Did you see Maya here? They send it, you know, to thank me for the recipe. They sent me this set for free. Let's see, we have, and it's 3 bottles of, yes, of Bordeaux wine. Yes, I have, like, the timing. I think, where that was at the end of the year. We were in Yula Couture, I think, doing the vending machines, and then we went to the Christmas thing, right? And I had participated in a tasting, I think, and people, they gave me wine, and I was carrying 2 bottles, I think, that day. This is why I always have, I even have a bigger bag now. Look at this. I could put more bottles, huh? So we have C. I don't know this. This is Cadillac. I don't know those wineries, huh, but usually there is a theme, and I think that the theme is to, it's in the Bordeaux area, but not the main, the most known appellations. This is, for example, Côte de Blaye. Blaye, it's at the north of Bordeaux. It's a minor area of Bordeaux. And then we have Castillon. Castillon now is getting pretty popular. That's good because it's 2010. That would be nice with the Japanese dish that I'm going to make on Saturday. Voila. So that's what is good, I think you know that, but in Japan, like for example, to send a box like this, it costs something like $8. That's really cheap. You send a parcel, like if I'd send a parcel tonight, the person would get it tomorrow. So it's quick and it's cheap to send parcels within the country, I think. And also, you know, they come, you just call them and they come and pick up your stuff at your home. So it's really convenient. You can also bring it to every convenience store. When you're in the countryside, sometimes it's, you know, like in Ono, for example, those small stores, because there are not as many convenience stores than in the city. Small stores, they are multifunction, you know, they would sell stuff but also do the deliveries. So this is really, I think, something convenient in Japan. Hold on a second, you wrote something. I didn't. I'm going to make some food and make not today. I need to keep on cleaning not cleaning the house, it's clean now, but I have, you know, unpacked at last the last parcel that I had with the gifts that I had brought back. Now I need to make some parcels that I haven't made yet. Yes, because what happened is that when I came back, oh my god, the cats, ne, Maya, petito Maya. I mean, a month, that was really too long, and oh my god, they had peed on the sofa, on the bed, and of course I always put, you know, those sheets, so that's, you know, the, how do you call that, bosushito, you know, the the water doesn't go through it, right? But I came into the house and I was like, oh my god, yes, they peed. Like on the bedroom, in the bedroom, what I had, the sheets that I had to throw it away because I washed those 3 times. It was still smelling because I think they had peed, you know, something like the 3rd week because it was too long, right? And the smell was really inside the sheets. So my fault, you know, that's not good. More than 2 weeks, it's too much for them. But you know, I learned my lesson. I felt bad anyway for staying, you know, too long there. Honestly, it was really great, but the the last week I started, you know, I was a little bit, I was in between, like, you know, thinking, oh my God, I have to go back to Tokyo, but also thinking, okay, at last we are going to see the babies, the cats, but also, you know, I'm not used not to be here for that long, and that was a little bit, I think, too much for me, even if I really enjoyed it. I think that to me, 2 weeks, not being here 2 weeks, that's plenty enough. More than that, I get, it's not, you know, because I work a lot and I have the babies, and I'm just not used being away for that long, right? So, voila. Thank you, Anne, for keeping me company. Lisa is waiting to say hello, bye-bye. I have to show you Charlie boy. You haven't seen Charlie boy. The last samurai is here too. Ooh, kawaii. So I think they are a little bit sad that we are back, because they don't have me as much as they had me when we were in Nagano, right? But especially I've been rushing around because I had so many things to do when I came back, and, like, you know, all the administrative things, like going to the bank, etc., etc. But this weekend, hopefully, I can spend more time at home. So we will. I will try and get them to some nice park and do longer walks. Voila. Ne, Charlie boy, you say bye-bye? Thank you. Thanks for joining. Charlie boy is a little bit tired, I think. Ne? Kiss, kiss. Kisses. Bisous. Voilà, bisous. Bisous. Lisa Chan is always more bisous. She's getting she's been the star recently, right? And you know, when I watched the videos, I had to make so many videos of the cooking, right? It's so funny how she looks at the camera. I think because maybe it's because she sees me talking and she sees me in the screen, right? But I noticed that she's looking at the screen pretty much, and that she is obviously so adorable, right? But yeah, she's been more active, I think, on the videos recently, because she has lots of energy. Voila. So I hope, well, it was nice, Anne, to have you. I'm sorry that the others couldn't join. I thought that the time was good. I hope that they got the link. I will see you very soon, because it's September almost already. And we will do the September goodies probably in a week or two. Maybe more like, it will be probably more like in 2 weeks, because I haven't found the next goodies that I'm going to introduce you, but very soon. So I expect maybe a video, but you are right, and I think that this cooking I could do live on Saturday. You might be sleeping, but please sleep. You can watch the video afterwards, okay? Hello and goodbye to the others. Hope you will enjoy the video, and I will see you very soon live, I hope. And you have a good day, and I will see you very shortly with To Otaku. I've been thinking of a time that it will be a little bit early for you and a little bit late for her, but hopefully I can get you both live with me, okay? Voilà, merci beaucoup. Last bisou from Lisa. You take care too. We're going to prepare dinner and then keep on, you know, doing things like work and everything, right? this is the disadvantage of being back. But that's life, right? Thank you very much, and you have a good day, okay? Oui? À bientôt. Mwah. Bye bye. Bye guys. Bye Anne. Up. Bye bye.